Hey BookTube! My name is Jessica and this is my first ever video on my channel, Jessica Reads. So I decided to start off with my May/collective book haul. I love book hauls, they're my favorite type of video on BookTube. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. So I have like 10 books here or something like that to show you. So let's get started. My first book I have here is Dark Fever by Karen Marie Moning. It's about a girl whose sister is murdered and she travels to Ireland once she finds a message on her cell phone, and she's trying to figure out what happened to her sister, why it happened, and who did it. And while she's there, she ends up finding out she possesses a gift that allows her to see into the realm of the Fae. So this sounds like a really good book. The next book I have here is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. I don't know too much about it other than things are a bit different in Oz. Dorothy is considered the enemy and she's very dangerous, and this girl Amy is having to go and kill her, I guess. It sounds like a really good book. I haven't read too many books like this. So yeah, it sounded like a really good book and I paid like $2 for it. I'm really excited to read it. The next book is The Weird Sisters by Eleanor Brown. And it's about these three sisters who return to their childhood home and they look back on their lives, I guess. And they have a lot of communication issues, not only with their friends and other family members, but with them also. And they discover that books can't always solve the problems. So I thought this sounded like a really good book. My next book I have here is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I don't know too much about this book other than it's about these two sisters during World War II in France. And the one is really rebellious and the other one, she's more the homebody, I guess. I'm not entirely certain. I don't really know too much about this book, but it sounds really good and I really want to read more books that take place during World War II. This other book I am so excited for. I've been on the search for it and then I found it, and I found it in hardcover. And it is Dune by Carrie Korb and Lori Langdon. It's about these two friends who go to Scotland and they end up falling back in time, and of course they meet princes and fall in love and have adventures. And yeah, I really like these types of books. I love historical type books, and especially when there's a time travel element to them. So yeah, I can't wait to start this. The next book is The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johnson. I actually, I've been wanting to find this book and buy it and to read it for a year or more now. And when I saw this book on sale for like $5 in the bargain section at Chapters, so yeah, I could not pass this up. The next book I have here is Reading Lolita in Tehran by Azar Nafisi. And it's about this teacher who she gathers her most committed students and they read forbidden Western classics like Henry James, Vladimir Nabokov, and Jane Austen and all that. And so they, every Thursday I think it is, they get together and they take off their veils and they read and get immersed within the worlds of those worlds, immersed into the world of books. And it's kind of a dangerous time because there's all these Islamic morality squads doing raids and all other type of things happening, which makes it dangerous for these women to be even rereading books and reading those types of books. And yeah, I thought it sounded like a really good book. The next book I have here is Archetype by M.D. Waters. This is definitely a book I'm going to read next month, or this month possibly. I'll talk about it in my TBR video, which will be soon. But I'm very excited to get to read this. It sounds amazing. It's a dystopian science fiction type of book, and it's about this woman who wakes up after she's been in the hospital for a while and she doesn't remember anything of what came before. And yeah, and so she feels like she's getting pumped full of these memories that aren't even really her own, I guess. And she ends up remembering, remembers this camp where girls are trained to be wives, and she begins to kind of wonder, why am I here? And then she also remembers a man she may have been in love with. I can't wait to read this. These next two books I can't wait to get to. Well, I have the first one, I haven't read it yet, but I have these now, and so I have the complete trilogy. And it is the Discovery of Witches trilogy. So this is the second book, Shadow of Night, and this is the third book, The Book of Life. So I'm really glad to get these. I bought the first one the same time last year, or the same place last year, and then when I saw these, I could not pass it up. Even though the one I have is in soft cover and they're not going to match. Yeah, and stupid me, I saw the first one in hardcover there and I didn't pick it up. I put it down, and when I go to reach back and grab it, someone already took it. Anyway, so I had these books. So the next book I have here is Forest of Ruin by Kelley Armstrong. This is the third and final book in the Age of Legends trilogy. I'm really excited to have found this book, and I got 40% off it was 40% off at Walmart, so I could not pass it up. And I have the other two books in the trilogy already, so I have all of them now, and they're all in hardcover, and they're all beautiful, and they all match, which I love. They're right over there on my bookshelf. Look all pretty. And which a little something to show you guys. I actually was able to interview her when she came to a library near me. So I was able to interview her for a video I did in school for my newspaper, a video story. So I can link that down below and you guys can check that out. My final book here is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard by Rick Riordan. I saw this at the book sale I was at, the church book sale I was at, and for $3 I could not pass it up, and in hardcover. I guess it isn't out in softcover yet. I can't believe I was able to find this, and as soon as I saw it, I grabbed it. So these are all of my books I have here to show you guys for this book haul. So I will talk to you guys later, and I'll have another video up in hopefully a couple of days, or a week at least. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!